Part 5, Amazing Grace. When I left the Philippines in 1985 to come to the United States, I didn't know what the future holds. There's only one who knew, and it was God. When I started working on my PhD, I thought that perhaps I will know more about nature through science. But as I dove deeper into my studies, I found God's wonderful creation. My PhD was on studying collision of ionic species with neutral molecules in a vacuum chamber. The ions were made by colliding them with electrons from a filament. I don't know about you, I've never seen an electron. And I don't know about you, I've never seen ions. And yet the manifestation of electrons and ions made me believe that both electrons and ions exist. Based on those two items, I did not have problems believing in that God that I believe was there in the Philippines for me and now in America with me. God is true. God has always been there for me to guide me through in whatever circumstances I was ever in. I am a scientist by profession. I am a research leader. I am a chemist. And I'm a lead space engineer. I'm a forensic microscopist. And my expertise covered a wide range of areas. I am also a forensic microscopist. And I do believe that God has guided me all through these years that created the trajectory that I followed myself flying through up to this point in my life. It is an amazing grace. The grace that God offered me by giving me His Son as my Savior and died on the cross for me so that I don't have to pay for my sins. The same God of Jacob and Abraham, the same God that my parents have told me about, that I believe in. My journey is amazing. I sometimes amused of how I'd made it, but I know how. God's blessing was always there. Even those times that I thought I was worth nothing, God was always there to carry me through any time of day. I know we talked about traveling. I told you that traveling I've done since I was a child. Long before I left Buena Vista, long before I saw the toll bridge in Buena Vista. And even now, I travel in my mind when I sit down. And I travel in more ways than what one could imagine. All this is an attribute of the fact that I believe in a higher being that allowed me to experience my past and has given me enough hope where I would be as I continue through life. I hope you'll find yourself traveling, whether you're sitting in a chair or truly moving in a vehicle to go somewhere. Enjoy it while it lasts. It's a good thing to have it. Merry Christmas and have a good night.